Hello everybody, Roberto Parker here with Innovative Sports Training. Time for another Health Detective Talk. Today's question is this: can you lose weight without dieting? And the answer is yes, you can. But once again, I'll throw in the old caveat: you must do it in a healthy fashion. That is why I'm having this conversation with you. So let's jump into it. Now, the last time we talked about can you lose weight without exercise? Go back and watch that. Lose weight without dieting. Once again, the purpose of the metabolism, it is a barometer of stress. And how can you adjust the balance of sleep, activity, temperature, hunger, but basically stress. How are those things adjusting and balancing within your system? And the messengers for how well you are balancing within the system are called hormones. Hormones are metabolic messengers that are relative to how well you balance the metabolism. Now, the total metabolism consists of your BMR, which is your basal metabolic rate. That is the amount of energy you're using while you're resting, while you're sleeping, while you're digesting food, just doing daily normal stuff. EAT, exercise-associated thermogenesis. That is the amount of energy you use while you're exercising. Now, keep in mind, there's a difference between exercise and activity. Exercise is more structured. Exercise is more intense. Activity is more low level, moving around, and you can talk as you're doing it. Like the rule of thumb I talked about in the last Health Detective series on exercise without dieting. If you can move around and be mobile all day long and still hold a conversation, that's activity. If you cannot hold a conversation because you're strained and exhausted, that's exercise. NEAT, non-exercise associated thermogenesis. That's about 15% of the total metabolism. TEF, which we'll focus on today, thermal effect of food, is about 10%. So BMR is 70, EAT is 5%, NEAT is 15%, TEF is 10%. BMR is hard to change. It is changeable, but it's hard to change. And it's the quality of these three right here that make a difference as to how this will adjust and adapt. So let's talk about eating here. Can you lose weight without dieting? The answer is yes, you can. There must still be the potential of a calorie surplus or deficit. If you're burning more calories, you're going to maintain your weight, possibly lose weight. If you have a surplus, you will gain weight. Now, in conjunction with that, there's got to be a hormonal balance. Because when I counsel people on losing weight, I really don't focus on calories as much as I do the hormonal balance. There must be the hormonal balance of cortisol, HGH, which is human growth hormone, and the estrogen and testosterone balance as well. When cortisol teams up with estrogen and testosterone, that normally means you're going to have lean tissue and you will probably lose weight and maintain a good healthy balance. When cortisol teams up with too much estrogen, you can possibly gain weight. So there's a balance there. Once again, I'll repeat that. When cortisol teams up with a healthy balance of estrogen and testosterone, that's good. When cortisol teams up with too much estrogen, not enough testosterone, and not enough HGH, that's not good. Therefore, you will start to add weight. Dieting will lower your BMR. So don't do that. Dieting is not good. I am not a proponent of dieting. I'm a proponent of healthy lifestyle changes. Healthy lifestyle changes, not dieting. Dieting is ridiculous. It is. How many books have been written on dieting in the past 10 years? Tens of thousands. Do they work? There might be some shred of truth to some of them, But for the most part, they don't work, guys. They don't work. Protein and fiber has the highest impact on TEF, thermal effective food. So make sure you're eating enough protein and fiber. As Americans, I don't believe we consume enough fiber. If you're eating a lot of meat and not enough fiber, that's not good. I'm not opposed to eating meat, but I am a proponent of consuming good quality organic meats, grass-fed meats, healthy meats in conjunction with good sources of fiber like leafy green vegetables and those sort of things. Broccoli, asparagus, good, healthy, fibrous type of foods. Now, in terms of activity, long, slow movements are good, and strength work has the highest effect on BMR. Now, you don't necessarily have to exercise a lot, just doing work in your yard, maybe digging a ditch. Instead of using a riding mower, use a push mower. Maybe going for a hike up a big hill or something. Running up a hill. I mean, those types of things. So now this topic is mainly about dieting today, but I wanted to touch on exercise and activity just for a little bit. Guys, one of the biggest factors in all of these things are cortisol. Your cortisol readings. Now, when you go to a medical lab, they will not do a saliva cortisol test on you, which tests your rhythm through of the day of cortisol readings. Your morning, noon, late evening, and late night. Because cortisol has swings during the day. And those swings play a huge factor in your metabolism. Huge factor. You have to come to someone in a private practice like myself to do the 4-a-day cortisol rhythmical test. And I offer that here at Innovative Sports Training, along with other assessments that I do. I do dietary assessments, hormonal assessments, besides cortisol. I do sit-down consultations, and we go over your lifestyle. We just don't talk diet. We just don't talk exercise. We talk everything. We talk what you're consuming and your food habits. We talk about your background. We talk about your motivational levels. So everybody's a little bit different. And this is basically a template right here. This should be the perfect scenario. But as we know, most of us are not perfect. So if things are out of balance, these percentages can be totally different. And that's where I come in. That's why people come to me and we determine what's going on with your body. I look at stress levels within your body. Stress plays a huge factor in your metabolism. So guys, if you need more information, if you need some help, please contact me. I'm at 816-405-7703. My email is rwpsports@yahoo.com. Please give me a call, contact me. I can work with you even if you're out of town or cross country. I'm in Blue Springs, Missouri, right outside of Kansas City, Missouri. I can work with you from any parts of the country or the world with this thing called the internet. Take care, guys. God bless. Bye-bye.